Welcome back to the Mapwork Show. So today I want to talk about, or rather I want to react to a video about an employee getting fired from Yosemite Park for hanging the trans flag up. And I think this is probably like a really good time to sort of talk about wokeness and sort of where everything is with the LGBTQ community, right? Because obviously Trump has been in office for the past 8 months, right? And obviously there's been a lot of changes on the LGBTQ front. And I feel this video is a good representation of the current atmosphere and how people are perceiving everything. And after that, I want to show you guys another video that I feel gives us a significantly more subtle approach to how the community could achieve representation, in my opinion. So yeah, without further ado, let's watch the videos and let's get to it. Okay, here we go.
Trans, non-binary, hung a transgender pride flag from El Capitan, gets fired from their job. What's this?
Some carry hate. We carry the largest trans pride flag to ever be flown in a national park and unfurled it on the side of El Cap to prove a point that trans is natural. Trump
The flags aren't supposed to be there.
and transphobes would love to have you believe that being trans is unnatural, but species that can transition sexes.
Gay? Is this a joke? Like, his name is Gay? This has got to be from like SNL or something, right?
Can be found on every continent and in every ocean.
Yeah, Officer Gay.
So call it a protest, call it a celebration. They try to erase us from government websites and education.
This person just got fired.
Acting deputy superintendent shook my hand and then fired me on the spot.
So we raised this flag higher than ever before. The people united will never be defeated.
They got fired.
Some carry hate.
So yeah. Anyway, so they got fired. Nobody would have had a problem with you doing what you want to do, but you have to carry around a fucking cross everywhere that you go and beg for people to nail you up to it.
Hello, in case you didn't know, gay people are literally taking over the national park system. I just hope they're pride.
Yeah, so I don't really see how people don't understand that this is not the way to achieve representation, in my opinion. The whole thing is being really overplayed, right? Because, like, what do you want to achieve? Do you want to do whatever you want to do? Is that basically the main purpose, right? Like, you don't want to be cast out of society, and you want to make sure that you can love whoever you like to love. That's basically the whole point, right? That previously, people who were homosexuals, whatever, they were prosecuted and it was really frowned upon. I think society has come a long way, but by constantly hammering this ideology, because mind, things have changed a lot, right? We went from having gay marriage in a lot of countries, even outside of the United States, right? And now I feel that LGBTQ, and not even necessarily LGBTQ, but woke culture, right? They're pushing for more and more and more and more and more, right? And that is the very thing that people have issues with, because with, let's say, men in women's sports, that is something very controversial, right? And people were not okay with that. So I understand that this is probably a part of a bigger culture war, right? But I don't really feel that this is the best way to achieve representation, by hanging flags up and shouting like, hey, we're taking over the national park. Like I just really don't think that that's the best way to go about this. Just like with everything, a more subtle approach might be more beneficial and it would achieve better results. There's a reason why Trump was elected. And I feel one of the reasons is that people have been very tired of woke culture, right? Like every Disney movie has literally advocated this sort of thing. And again, there's a big difference between, I think, where a lot of people draw the line, me included, is that you can do whatever you like to do, but don't tell me what I need to do, right? If I don't happen to be a part of your community, like, that's fine. But it's almost like woke culture became this whole rallying thing, and people have been trying to convince each other that, well, this is the way to go, and this is the only way to go. And yeah, like some people are not comfortable with that. Just imagine if someone grew up in a community where LGBTQ was not existent. Like, if you're going to act like this, people will feel very uncomfortable. And yeah, like there's a reason for that. And now there's a cultural backlash. And yeah, like this is probably a very extreme example of it, where a person got fired for hanging the flag up, right? But apparently they were asked to take it down, and they refused to take it down, and then they got fired, right? So it's not even like, no one is trying to, you know, to get rid of you or something, but like this is like, it should not be, this shouldn't be such a massive talking point, right? Because if we're looking for acceptance, I don't think that that's the best way to achieve it.
In Yosemite for the third year in a row. No planet, no pride. Mother Nature is a lesbian. Goodbye.
There are going to be people that don't like you. The same as there's people that don't like you for wearing a Trump hat, people that don't like you for being overweight. This martyr syndrome and this narcissism, I think people in general are getting so tired of. And I think also the fatigue from it will turn into malice, which is why they're trying to get rid of gay marriage. What do you mean you're going to fly the trans flag? What about the American flag? You're working for the federal fucking government. I don't want federal government employees flying identity flags. What the fuck are we doing? You shouldn't be flying a single fucking flag except for your state flag and the country's flag. This is your job. These people love to take their jobs and co-opt them into a vehicle for them to push a narrative. And people are fucking tired of it.
Yeah, so like this is not how you achieve support for your cause, by saying all parks are gay now. Those are the rules. Like, it's way too much. Way too much. And again, I don't have any issues with the LGBTQ community, right? But you have to recognize when a message is getting overdialed, and this is probably the best example of it, that people are really tired of seeing this sort of behavior, right? And it's not like they're against you, because yeah, like you can imagine, like if you go to a different country, right? People might not be used to your I don't know, like your language, your customs, or whatever. Or if someone moves to your country, then obviously there's going to be culture shock, right? So this is a pretty documented phenomenon where, like that happens. Like when you see something unfamiliar, you don't know like where to put it at first. But by playing into this and saying, well, if you don't love us, you're against us, like that's not the way the world works, right? Like the same way, like you might not want to live in a country because you might not align yourself with that country's values, right? Like that happened to me. Like, yeah, like that happens. And it shouldn't be that big of a deal, right? Some people, so here's where I draw the line, right? Don't be homophobic. Like, don't actively talk shit in the comments, or saying bad things just about like anyone, right? Like it's the same way with like, I don't know, Jews or you know black people, whatever. Like it doesn't matter. Like don't be a racist, don't be a homophobe and that sort of thing, right? But then you need to learn where to draw the line, right? Because if you're playing into people's views against you, obviously that will have a negative impact. Like it will happen, obviously. And you're saying, see, everyone hates me. Like, no. It's not that everyone hates you. People don't want to see the trans flag hung up there. That was the problem. Not that you're, like that you're gay or trans, right? I think that's a fundamental issue, that, I do my thing and you can also do your thing. But the same way I'm not projecting my ideology onto you, you don't have to project your ideology onto me, right? Because we might not see eye to eye, right? That's my point. All right. So another thing that I want to do is I want to show another video, right? And I want to talk about that video as well. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but I want to show you guys a snippet of, I want to introduce the people in the video, right? Because I feel something is being done really right there, and I think it's worth talking about it. All right, so here we go. So this channel features a couple where there's a ladyboy and a guy in a relationship, and they started a vlog channel. And yeah, I actually watched this channel for the record, right? And I like the videos because I feel what they're doing is a really good thing for the community, right? And I also feel it's a better version of representation in a lot of ways, because they're just showing up as people. Hey, this is what we do. You don't have to do this. I love her. She loves me. And that's it. And I think that's the cool thing about it, that there's two people here actively showing up on social media. And again, this is not an American example, right? This is from Thailand. However, I do feel that what they're doing is a much better way of approaching the problem of representation and achieving acceptance, right? Because this is subtle. They're just vlogging and they talk about their relationship and what it's like, and people are curious and interested. And trust me when I'm saying this, no one is being homophobic at all. That's it. So anyways, let's watch the video.
Background. Sure. I'm 29. I'm originally from Ukraine. I've been living in Thailand for 2 years now, and I'm a content creator, same as you.
17. Just kidding.
Let's cut.
Yeah, I'm 25 this year. So it's my birthday soon on June 20. So
You got any plans for your birthday?
yeah, I'm gonna brought my mom to Koh Samui with him.
We're going on a little family vacation.
Is that the first time you've been on like a family trip?
Yeah, and then I will going to German to see his mom more.
Ooh, it's getting serious. So how did you guys meet? Who wants to explain the story?
Shinny can do.
Yeah, when we first meet, right? Yeah, we get contact from each other from like TikTok first, and then like he contact me on Instagram as well, and then like I just going to look at his YouTube channel, and then like I found out that like wow, he's so talented, and like and then I just like meet him and then interview, and then we like get to know each other in the what is the first place that we meet?
I don't remember the name, but it was like the rooftop of the
Marriott Hotel around like Sukhumvit 24, 23,
Oh,
something like that.
there's a bar called A Bar.
Yeah.
A Bar, yeah,
Exactly.
Really? Oh, like last week we had like an invitation from there, but we missed it.
yeah.
Hey, but
I also
yeah.
got invited to A Bar as well.
Yeah, so let's go.
So yeah, well, of course. What was your first impression of each other then?
So my first impression of Chini was that I thought she's like very like celebrity vibe, because she came with her like, I don't know, assistant bodyguard, like with her friend, and I was like, oh wow, like she's very serious person, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, to meet someone first time, I feeling like maybe better not go alone, because like maybe he gonna control me or something like that. So I'm scared.
You scared her off.
Anyways, I'm gonna post the link to the channel and also the link to this video in the description. But I think it's really important to talk about this because I haven't really seen this. Maybe I'm not exposed to it, right? But I feel what they're doing is great for the community, right? I understand that maybe a Western audience is not necessarily completely exposed to this because these guys are based in Thailand, but yeah, I feel what they're doing is great, right? They're not. I don't really think that they're doing anything on purpose here. Hey, we love each other. This is our vlog channel. Yeah, if you're interested, you can watch. Like that's basically it. There's nothing more to it. However, I feel inadvertently they're contributing a lot to the community by just being totally subtle about it, right? And it makes people curious because they're not shouting in people's faces, you need to accept this, or well, you should do what we do, or it's all gay now and these are the rules. Like, no, like I'm a person, he's a person, and this is what we do. And they're being completely open about it as well, right? So it's not like they're hiding anything. And yeah, I think it like again and again. I watch the channel, right, and I watch their videos, not all the time, but like when I see a video from them, like I'll watch it and I'll tune in, right? And I think if you compare the attitude in the two videos, you'll see like it's technically we're looking at people from the same community, but at the same time, the way they're doing things cannot be more different, right? So I think it's really important to recognize that maybe something has to shift, right? If the woke community, or not even the woke community, if the LGBTQ community wants better representation, just like with everything I normally talk about, the message needs to be dialed a little bit back in order to make sure that people, like, you have to somehow find ways to make people curious about your situation. But if you're, waving flags and being obnoxious, like that's not the best way to do it. And I feel a more subtle approach is better. And yeah, like I just feel that's the best way to go about it. In Thailand, LGBTQ is very prevalent, and people are very accepting. The root of progressivism maybe has shifted, and maybe the most progressive ideas cannot be found in the United States anymore. It has to be said. And also, we have to admit that there's been a conservative backlash because of woke culture. It happened, and obviously, when you're taking an ideology to its extremes, right? There's going to be correction, right? And that correction needs to be expected. If you don't expect it, I mean, you're fooling yourself. So, anyways, that's basically it for the video. Let me know what you think. Let's have a conversation about this in the comments as usual. Please also subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you around.